Most drivers think warning lights, rough shifting, bad AC behavior, and weird electronic glitches mean an expensive repair is coming. But sometimes the real fix starts with a simple reset procedure your car already understands, and it can cost absolutely nothing to try first. Most drivers panic the moment a warning light appears, a feature stops responding, or the car starts acting strangely. But not every problem means something is broken forever. Sometimes the issue is not a failed part at all. Sometimes the car's control system just needs to reset, relearn, or clear a temporary confusion. That matters because many drivers pay for diagnosis before trying the simple reset steps their own car already supports. And that is why reset videos perform so well. The audience instantly understands the tension between expensive repair fear and a free first step. The first big truth is simple. Modern cars are full of modules, sensors, and adaptive systems, which means temporary software behavior can sometimes feel like hardware failure. A rough idle, delayed throttle response, odd climate behavior, or random warning messages can sometimes come from learned settings, battery interruptions, or module desynchronization. That does not mean every issue will vanish with a reset, but it does mean a smart reset is often worth trying before assuming the worst. Secret reset number 1 is the battery disconnect relearn, one of the most talked about free reset methods in automotive DIY circles. When the battery is disconnected for a controlled period, some modules lose temporary memory, which can force the car to restart its adaptive behavior from a cleaner baseline. This type of reset is often associated with throttle response issues, radio glitches, window auto-up problems, and strange minor electrical behavior after a weak battery event. But this only works if it is done carefully and the car's own settings are understood, because some vehicles lose presets, radio memory, or idle adaptation temporarily. Reset number 2 is the throttle relearn concept, which is one of the most searched reset topics in this niche for a reason. In many modern cars, the throttle system learns driver behavior and idle conditions over time. After battery changes or voltage issues, that learned behavior can feel wrong. That is why some drivers report lazy acceleration, unstable idle, or odd pedal feel until a throttle relearn or reset sequence is completed properly. Reset number 3 is the power window reset, a surprisingly useful trick when auto-up or one-touch window functions suddenly stop working. Very often, the window motor still works, but the module loses track of its upper and lower limits, which makes the automatic function fail. That is why a simple downhold and uphold recalibration routine often shows up in these free reset videos. Reset number 4 is the steering angle or wheel position style reset, especially relevant after battery work, alignment changes, or certain warning light situations. Some cars become strangely sensitive after electrical interruption, and relearning the steering center can help restore proper system reference. Reset number 5 is the climate control reset, which is one of the most relatable tricks because so many drivers experience weird AC or fan behavior. If your air direction feels wrong, the temperature acts inconsistent, or the fan logic seems confused, a climate module reset is often mentioned before spending money on diagnostics. This works because some climate systems need to recalibrate their internal blend doors, actuators, and sensor references after power disruptions. Reset number 6 is the infotainment or head unit soft reset, which drivers often ignore even when the screen freezes, lags, or refuses to pair correctly. A lot of people immediately assume the screen is dying, when sometimes it just needs a button hold reset like any other electronic device. Reset number 7 is the TPMS or tire pressure relearn, especially useful after tire rotation, sensor replacement, or persistent low pressure alerts. On many vehicles, the tire pressure system does not instantly understand what changed, which is why a relearn or reset procedure becomes necessary. Reset number 8 is the check engine light information reset through an OBD scanner, which helps drivers understand whether a code is current, stored, or already resolved. This is one of the smartest low-cost tools in automotive content because it turns mystery into information before the driver spends money blindly. Reset number 9 is the seat memory or mirror memory relearn, which matters after battery replacement when comfort settings disappear or behave unpredictably. People often forget that comfort systems are software-driven too, which means they can lose position memory and need recalibration, just like bigger modules. Reset number 10 is the sunroof recalibration, especially when it stops one-touch closing, tilts oddly, or reverses unexpectedly. This usually happens when the system loses track of its travel limits, and the fix is often more about relearning than replacing. Now here is the deeper lesson. Modern cars are full of learned behavior, and that means glitches sometimes live in memory instead of metal. That is why reset culture became such a big content category. It sits in the sweet spot between fear, curiosity, and the hope of fixing something for free. But you should never present resets as magic. Some issues come from real broken sensors, failed parts, bad wiring, or mechanical, where that no-button sequence can fix. That honesty actually makes the video stronger because viewers trust content more when it explains what resets can help and what they cannot. If you want the strongest structure, keep each section simple. Name the symptom, explain the reset idea, show what it may help, and end with a money-saving payoff. That pattern works because the viewer keeps thinking, maybe my car has that exact problem too, and that retention loop pulls them through the full video. And once drivers realize some problems can be diagnosed or reset from home, they stop assuming every warning means an immediate expensive workshop visit. So before paying for a basic diagnosis, check whether your problem is tied to a system that may simply need a relearn, reset, or recalibration first.